I'd like to welcome each one here to our Monday night, July 7th, 2025 meeting. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of Anishinaabe, Ottawa, and Mississauga peoples. Number two, that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby approves the agenda for July 7th, 2025 council meeting as presented. May I have a mover? Deputy Reeve, seconder, Councillor McBurney, all in favor? Carried. Disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof. Seeing none. Consent agenda. Number four, that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby adopts consent items 4.11, and further, that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby receives consent items 4.1.2 to 4.3.8 for information purposes. May I have a mover? Councillor Van Hitterson, Councillor Whitfield. Would anybody like to pull anything? Go ahead, Councillor Palmer, please.
Thank you, Reeve. It's regarding the CAO report of 4.2.4. It's a bit of a rabbit hole. It's page 7 of the report, and it's the North Huron Community Engagement Committee. And it said that they're supporting equity work. Define it, please, if you would.
Okay. Yeah, just catching up to the report there, Councillor.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. So under the committee reference?
Yes.
Okay. So the engagement committee is a regional committee that has different representatives from across the county. We sit as I guess a voting member. Denise goes to those meetings, and they're looking at trying to promote I think opportunities for all in the type of employment opportunities that come with their committee, and they're going to try to share resources to show what that kind of represents at the end of the day. So that's again, it's more informational. Don't have anything specific for us as a township in that.
Yeah. I know it's I know what it is. I just wish that it would be hiring or dealing with whoever's next in line for need, whether it's race or whatever, just down the line. It's woke stuff. I just wish it would just say merit. Hire, work with people, and it's all got to do with merit. Who's the best at the job? That's what we need. It keeps it simple. It's the way it's always been. It was just a point. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I got to say something. So sorry if it bothers anybody, but.
Okay, thank you. Would anybody else like to pull in? Go ahead, Councillor Van Hitterson.
Thank you, Reeve. I have something, nothing specific, but report 4.2.6, the fire department. I really like it that the fire department is going out to the community, to school events and other events for engagement and education. And I appreciate the fire chief doing all the reviews and all the upgrades to equipments to help our community, but specifically our firefighters safe. And I have a question regarding report 4.2.8 for recreation. It's regarding the Blight campground. If I may, are group bookings, are they on top of the individual bookings in your report, or is it separate?
Through you, Reeve Heffer, to Councillor Van Hitterson. The large group bookings are in addition to the single nights that we have in there.
Oh, okay. So, and are there advantages of group bookings, or are they more affordable if you book as a group or as a person?
So the group bookings are often taken charge of by the organizing committee, so it just allows them to keep together, but all the rates are applied equally.
Okay, and they can stay wherever they want in campground, or do they have to stay in a certain block?
That's a great question. I don't know. And I don't know what their preferences are. I would think maybe they'd want to stay closer together, but
It's not mandatory.
no,
so-
we haven't mandated anything.
And we still have those enhanced site with fire pits and picnic tables. Are they on a first come, first be there thing, or can they drag the fireplace and the picnic table still over the whole campground?
So
Are they more expensive or not?
they are first come, first serve, and they are reserved ahead of time, and staff make sure they're at the campsite for that booking.
Yeah, but they are on the whole campsite. It's not just by that area where they first were with the close to the stage there, those sites.
It's my understanding that any of the sites could access that feature.
Thank you very much.
Okay, go ahead, Councillor McBurney, please.
There's a 4.3.2. On the Judge Rabbit Street.
Mike, your mic on, please.
Microphone.
Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, I'd like to, for us to support the town of Bradford in regards to the income support thresholds for the Canadian veterans.
Yeah, so if the mover and seconder are supportive of a friendly amendment to that motion, the mover, Councillor Van Henderson, the seconder, Councillor Whitfield, I can prepare an amended motion here.
Yes.
Okay, Councillor Van Henderson.
Okay, so your new motion would be that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby adopts consent item 4.1.1, and further that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby receives consent items 4.1.2 to 4.3.8, exclusive of 4.3.2 for information purposes.
Well,
I'll do that, and then I'll do the next.
okay, I just had one question there for 4.2.6. With the fire department, I just would like just a little bit of clarification on your cleaning of the uniforms and whatnot. Would you be able just give a little update on that, Chief Krager, please?
Yeah, yes, Reeve. So as a standard of the NFPA 1581 and the Ontario regulation says that all structural firefighting gear must be sent out to an independent service provider annually to be annually inspected and cleaned, which at the end of the day just makes our firefighters safer, protects them from the exposures. We have a very detailed in-house best practice for cleaning and all that. This is just one step closer. It gets there and gets repaired. I don't know if it was COVID or what the backlog was, but it hasn't been done in a few years. So I felt it was important, and all our gear is up to date, cleaned, lots of patches and things like that. But yeah, that's the reason behind it. It's my understanding in 2026 the regulation is going to change and have to be sent out biannually.
Biannually,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you for the clarification there. I'm sure it was in there. I just was
Yep.
want some update on. Appreciate that. Did anybody else have anything bring forward? Seeing none, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's the amended motion before council, so that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby adopts consent item 4.1.1, and further that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby receives consent items 4.1.2 to 4.3.8, exclusive of 4.3.2 for information purposes.
Okay, all in favor? Carried.
And your second motion is that the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby directs staff to send a letter of support for agenda item 4.3.2, and you have Councilor McBurney as a mover.
Councilor- Seconder, please. Deputy Reeve, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. We'll move on now to 6.3. There are no public meetings and hearings and delegations, but at this time we have 6.3.1 CC 2025-09 lease agreement with Avon Maitland District School Board for before and after program. That the Council of the Township of North Huron hereby receives a report prepared by Director of Recreation and Child Care Services dated July 7th regarding the renewal of lease agreement with Avon Maitland District School Board for 2025-12 2026 school year for the before and after school program, and further that the council agrees to adopt bylaw number 47-2025, being a bylaw to authorize the Reeve clerk to sign on behalf of council a lease agreement between Avon Maitland District School Board, which is the landlord, and the Corporation Township of North Huron, and we are the tenant for the lease of space at 250 John Street, East Wingham, Township of North Huron, County of Huron, Maitland River Elementary School for a 2025-2026 school year for the purpose of a before and after school program at the July 7th, 2025 regular council meeting. May I have a mover and a seconder before we go to any questions? Councillor Palmer, seconder, Councillor Van Henderson. Are there any questions? Go ahead, Deputy Reeve, please.
Thank you. Through you, Reeve. Just a question of interest. Would the school board or the school get any extra funding from the Avon Maitland District School Board to the school that is providing this service? Do they get anything? Because it would be like an added value service to them for their students in that school, because I would take it that most of the students that attend that school or attend that service were from that school. Do they get any extra funding? I know they don't, there's no charge to us for it, but I was just wondering if they got extra funding for it.
Through you, Reeve Heffer, to Deputy Reeve Faulkner. The school board is required by the legislation to provide for before and after school programming if there's enough interest in the school community. But the township came forward and is offering that service, and therefore we get the funding to deliver that service as well. So the funding stays with the program. I am not aware of any additional funding that the school board would receive.
No, thank you. I was just wondering what I anticipated there would be funding for it, and I just didn't know which party was receiving it. Thank you.
So it comes to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Director Seiss? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. 6.4.1 Public Works 2025-21 four-wheel drive tractor with cab and loader RFQ results. We saw them. Are there any questions for Director Watson at this time? Go ahead, Councillor Palmer.
Yeah, thank you, Reeve. And through you, Director Watson, it's the first time I've said that.
You're the man.
Only sometimes. Just curious, Kubota, what's the horsepower of it? That's how I look at things.
Through you, Reeve Heffer, to Councillor Palmer. Son? This is a 4-cylinder turbocharged Kubota tractor with 100 engine horsepower and
Okay.
89 PTO horsepower.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Go ahead, Deputy Reeve, please.
Thank you, through you, Reeve. Just noticing in the discussion portion, that out of the 4 tenders that came in, 2 were unsealed. It's just, we've had some deviations in some of our tendering with late submissions coming in. If there's something that we could refine in our process, I know it's up to the bidder to do their due diligence, but I just wonder if this is been more than one occasion, whether there's something that we need to tweak in our mandating of to get compliance. I know that's pretty tough to do, but it just might help out. I'm just wondering if there was something we could do.
I'll just turn that over to our CEO Santos, please.
Thank you, Reeve Heffer, and to council. Well, certainly all the instructions that we do provide out to the bidders are enclosed within the RFP document, which specifically outlines the requirements in terms of, the time of return, that they're sealed, and then that obviously we record the time when they are received at the office. In terms of these being unsealed, we can always, address those types of concerns with our frontline staff to ensure that these check marks are addressed through the checklist of receiving it, so that that wouldn't fall through the cracks the next time around.
Go ahead, Councillor Palmer, please.
Yeah, thank you, Reeve. Just adding to that, do you get back to the bidders, we'll call them, and tell them what went wrong, the mistake they made, just so they have feedback for, say, a possible next time?
Right, yeah, that's certainly been the routine. If there's been any concerns with the bids received or things that are out of line from what the procedures are, they are, communicated with. We provide, whether it's by phone or email communication to them to identify, what concerns have been brought forward from their bid. If there's time, depending on the submission, there may be an opportunity to correct, but typically we do see these being submitted right at the last minute.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? I'd like to have a mover, please. Councillor Whitfield, seconder. Councillor Palmer. Any other questions before we go to all in favor? Carried. Now we're to Fire and Public Safety Department, FR 2025-06 Rescue 7 Truck Replacement RFP that the Council of Township of North Huron hereby receives a report from the Director of Fire and Public Safety dated July 7, 2025 regarding the results of the RFP for the replacement of Rescue Truck 7. And further, that the council approves the purchase of the 2026 Ford F-350 with a cap from Leslie Motors in the amount of $84,250 plus applicable taxes. At this time, before I ask for a mover and a seconder, are there any questions for Chief Crager at this time? I guess my only question is might be some add-ons and whatnot, but I take it that's all under budget and whatnot?
Yes, Reeve, that's correct. We're gonna add lighting package to it, the standard NFPA striping that has to be reflective. The plan is to put state-of-the-art scene lighting on it, and we need a skid unit. Right now, we don't have a universal truck that can provide fire service to, say, a wheat field fire or an agricultural fire way back in the bush. We've got these great big trucks that, can't drive in the fields or get stuck in the field. So, our team got together and we decided that it'll be like a seasonal vehicle where most time we'll have a cap that services everything that we need. But in the dry seasons, like early spring, and then August, September, we'll throw the skid unit in, which is just basically a great big portable pump with water on it that we can get out to the fields and get to the tractors or balers or whatever might be out there. So yeah, it's going to be a three-phase build.
Okay, thank you very much. Councillor Palmer, please.
Yeah, through you, Reeve. Chief Chad, is it a diesel or gas?
Through you, Reeve, it's a diesel, 475
A
horsepower.
good price on that. What
yes.
did you have to do?
Just
Don't answer.
Just the Chad charm.
Any other questions? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I
Please.
just want to, say, what a great job all the staff has done in locating the last two vehicles that the township has purchased. I mean, we've come out really, really well on those. Just even getting the trucks availability is tough at this time of year. So I just want to congratulate the staff on the work they put into getting us to this point. Thank you.
No other questions? Okay, go ahead, Councillor Van Henderson, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was just wondering, in the budget, did you ask for money for an international replacement or for a bigger vehicle, or how was your the money you asked in the budget? How does this reflect? Because this is a smaller vehicle you're asking right now, but it needs all kinds of lights and stuff. Can you do that because you're in the budget, you ask for way more money?
Through you, Reeve. The reason I put the number where I did in the budget was the uncertain times of the tariffs and the trade and everything that was happening, and then talking to the local, suppliers, and they were just, it's better to budget for more, and that because we don't know it. Most of the fire equipment that we buy in Canada comes from America, so it was better just to have a little bit more. in the budget than coming back and asking for more when we were over budget, if that makes sense. And I can explain right now we have a great big rescue vehicle, because back in the, you know, the 80s, 90s, that was what the fire service was.
Yes.
And as the fire service changes, like it does every year, we've taken the equipment off what was called the rescue vehicle, and it's on the frontline pumpers and engines. So that truck basically sits there empty, and all it really does is pull the utility trailer that has the Cub Cadet and the rescue sled and everything on it. So getting something a little smaller, a little more versatile, easier to drive, a little safer for the firefighters was my whole thinking on that, if that answers your questions.
Yep, thank you.
Perfect, thanks.
Okay, Deputy Reeve, please.
Thank you, through you, Reeve. Will the Rescue 7, the Freightliner, will it be going through, like sell through Gov Deals or something, or?
Yeah, through you, Reeve. Yeah, in my report, that the plan will be with the standard. We'll put it on Gov Deals,
Thank you.
and see what we get for it.
Hey, thank you. Seeing no more questions for our chief, we'll go to mover, please. Deputy Reeve, Councillor Van Hitterson, all in favor? Carried. Correspondence requiring action or direction. I'll go to our Director Lamb to speak to this at this time, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. So what you would have received in the agenda package was two attachments. One is the standard notice provided by municipalities for the meeting to consider the final report for drainage works. And the second one being the final drainage report. So this is for a drainage works in Morris Turnberry. However, it's a boundary drain that does involve some North Huron lands. So under the Drainage Act, North Huron is required to appoint one member to sit on that Court of Revision. So the Court of Revision is being held August 12th, but tomorrow night at Morris Turnberry's council meeting is the meeting to consider the final report. So typically in scenarios like this, we've sent our council representative to Morris Turnberry's meeting to see the engineer present the final report. So when they sit on the Court of Revision, they have that context. So tonight, looking for a member to sit on that boundary drain Court of Revision. So council does have a Court of Revision appointment bylaw where Councillor Van Hitterson, Councillor Palmer, Deputy Falconer are the members of the court, and the alternate is Councillor Whitfield. So the name needs to be appointed from within those members, and then I'll provide that name to Morris Turnberry, and so Morris Turnberry would be meeting tomorrow night, so that member would want to attend that meeting. So
Okay. At this time, I'm looking for one of those three people to put their name forward. You volunteer? Okay.
So then your motion would be that the council of the Township of North Huron hereby appoints Councillor Palmer to sit on the Court of Revision scheduled for August 12th, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. for the Arbuckle and Congo municipal drains. So
May I have a mover? Councillor Van Hitterson, Councillor Whitfield, all in favor? Carried. At this time, we're going to go to number 8, council reports. I'd just like to say there's a few things that went on again with our fire chief here. I just want to say kudos, great job with the fireworks, a lot of positive feedback from that. And it was a real good display of color in the sky. And again, thanks to our fire chief and the workers that put that on for us here. Also, I was on at the Blythe Lions celebration, their 80th anniversary. Mr. Stewart asked me to come down and just give a little thanks on behalf of the municipality and just the work that goes on there. And that all you have to do is go in through the front gate there, and then you see something here. It's really great to see it, and where kids are making use of it. I understand they're there every night making use of the stuff there. So it is great. Then I got to go to the Howson 150th anniversary. That speaks highly of that business. They started up here at the Wingham at, as we all know, of where the Howson Dam is. They used to have a feed mill there in 1899. And in 1950, 48 in there, it burnt down. But in the year before, they had purchased a plant in Blythe. And it is a going concern because they sell food quality stuff. You couldn't go in it, but they had videos and it is just unbelievable seeing how that thing works. It is just a great job there by the house and family down there. And I know a lot of the workers were back there that have retired and just nothing but positive things about it. And you can just see how generation number 5 is coming in doing summer work this summer. So, you know, they're going to be in it for the long haul yet. Again, kudos out to them. And then the other night we had, the Ontario grain farmers had, their meeting and they had it in East Wallinosh. The farmer that represents this district is from there, Mr. Black, and they had 15 different districts across Ontario there. And they just went around and looked at different businesses in the area for the 3 days that they were, and also talking their business about shipping the grains to the finished product and places. And but is just honored to be able to say this is a great food basket right here in North Huron. So at this time, council member, board and committee member reports. Are there any here? Go ahead, Councillor Van Hitterson, please.
Yes, Riva, you forgot to tell that you were the judge at the talent show for the Belgrave Playground Committee. He did an awesome job together with Eric Wetterkind. Ryan Drury was the MC, and it was a great night, great fundraising, and we hope to do it again with support of the community. A great turnout of the community, and silent auction went well, very supportive businesses from around North Huron.
Sure.
Thank them very much.
I was able to get a couple tickets to go see Doc Crookshanks play down there. So it's great. They had a real good support from all different businesses, as you said. It was really a fun evening. Okay, at this time, are there any comments by members? Seeing none. Notice of motion. Are there any notice of motions? Seeing none. Bylaw 9.1. Bylaw number 47-2025 lease agreement with AMD SDB for before and after school program. May I have a mover? Deputy Reeve, Councillor Van Hitterson, all in favor? Carried. Next meeting and announcements. The next regular council meeting will be held on Monday, July 21st, 2025 at 6 p.m. right here in the North Huron Council Chambers. And our next Wingham BIA board meeting will be held on Thursday, August 21, 2025 at 6:30 in the Hot Stove Lounge at the North Huron West Cast Community Complex. And the next Blythe BIA board meeting will be held on Thursday, August 28th, 2025 at 8 a.m. in the first floor meeting room of the Blythe and District Community Center. Were there any other announcements from anyone? Seeing none. No closed session. Confirmatory bylaw number 48-2024. Confirmatory bylaw. May I have a mover? Councillor McBurney, Councillor Van Hitterson, all in favor? Carried. Adjournment, that the council of the Township of North Huron agree that there being no further business before council, the July 7th, 2025 regular council meeting be hereby adjourned at 6:29. May I have a mover? Councillor Palmer, Councillor Whitfield, all in favor? Carried.